R&B Money.
Here's what I want from you, right? When did you meet him? When was the Scream tour? Was
Scream
that first
tour,
album? That's first album, right?
I think it was
Right after the
It had to be. It had to be like first album, and the first album might have been
Black
out.
Fatigues.
Yes.
First album.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So I used to watch you and Omarion battle.
Yeah.
And I used to watch Oh Get You.
Yeah.
You
for
would be
sure.
you would be like, fuck.
Oh
like,
God.
You would be angry,
man.
nigga. You'd be like, fuck.
Man.
That shit was cold, nigga. All right, I'll be back. Like,
But I always say this to this day. At that time, his discipline and what he learned and how he could think, niggas was not fucking with that boy. You hear me?
he's a monster.
I don't know about now, because I get off now.
We can bring it there.
But I'm just saying, I'm just letting you know.
We can bring it there.
At that time, that boy was a monster.
He was a monster. But I want to go to the Scream tour. I was using that to set up the Scream tour. And my cousin and my people wanted to go to the tour, so we came to see you. We came backstage and everything. And I'm watching you on stage, and I hadn't seen you perform since the album was out.
Yeah.
Since everything was going crazy. I hadn't seen you perform yet. And, O had the records, and he was, of course he was headlining, he was doing his thing.
Crazy.
But I watched you come out in those black fatigues, and I watched, I can't do the moves the way you do. I watched you like, you was the crumping, and you were like, pause, your arms were out this wide, it was like the whole fucking stage was in between y'all. And I'm looking, I'm like, he's getting ready to pass the guy. He's getting ready to pass him. Because I didn't see a kid on stage. I saw a grown-ass man on stage at the Scream tour. Yeah. I was like, he's getting ready. And I'm looking at my little cousin. And she's like, oh my God. Like I'm like, you all right? We go to church on Sunday. We have the Lord is,
But today's Friday.
But listen, and we go backstage to take her to meet him, and she sees this nigga Chris in the flesh, and she goes, I said, you are little.
Sit your ass down.
You are little. That night I saw you there was, for me, the beginning of the separation of you going to another place. Because I felt like you were angrier. You were more aggressive, and you had something in your mind that you were aiming for.
You know what it was, though? Even being on that tour, like what I learned, and I learned from Bow a lot.
Yeah.
He's like one of the greatest showmen as far as
perform his ass off.
He's
cold.
Nigga
Bro. Cold. So the lack of discipline that I had a great amount of training, meaning like, okay, Todd Sam's, everybody, they gonna get us right with the moves, we're gonna have fun. And I was able to be also creative too. They didn't just say, we're gonna do this. They let me come up with some things. But the thing that I felt that I lacked was the experience, one, and just the discipline that everybody else had. It was B2K, Bow. It was so many other artists.
These are all polished artists.
Yeah.
So when you would see their shows, you would see the glitz and the glamour. Like me, I had a DJ booth, just a little DJ booth that I would slide from under with the dancers, with the little smoke, and then I had a graffiti background. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And they maybe gave me like 12 minutes. Mm-hmm. I probably had like not even that. It might have been 8 minutes. So I had to figure it out. But
get it off. Yeah.
Seeing these other performers, it kind of like grew my hunger for what I needed to be doing in order to be the person headlining, in order to be the person that I think I can be. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of those guys, and seeing their performance, seeing their quality and how long they're dancing, and then they're just getting off and all the screams, like it was really the Scream tour. Like you go on, it's no other, it's no other experience that I can tell you at that time was like. Forget all the festivals and stuff that they got going on right now. Back then, your ears were you would really go deaf in that.
Shout out to Michael Malden. Yeah. I saw him during the Grammy week. I had never met him before. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I just told him, I'm like, listen, man, what you did, obviously what you've done in the business period, but that Scream tour,
Jesus,
with giving that type of spotlight to young artists and putting them on that type of platform.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone that's done that.
I don't think it can be done right now. as far as like with young artists. I think that's something you can't even recreate. Like I was just happy to be a part of it. Like I was like,
that's a legendary thing.
It's tough to recreate with these phones, man.
Yeah,
that's the other part. Yeah,
because like that stage was like still in that moment. It still was a place where you still felt like this is the only place I'm gonna get to see this.
Yeah, I'm only gonna see this type of shit here. Like
it was still that it hadn't gotten to the phone yet to where you could get used to seeing that type of shit all the time. It just runs all day. That's them scream tours, nigga. It was really screams. Nigga.
Yeah, facts.
Like motherfuckers, when you came on stage, they was glued from top to bottom.
And I was nervous because that's like, you know, we had performed before. Like I've performed at different places. I had to perform Planet Hollywood, different places. But these are little venues. I'm in an arena now. And it's, even though I go on first, the parents back then, they trying to get their kids into the building early. So now if the show starts at, let's say 9, some people might not leave their house till 8:30. We'll get there. Lying. You know what I'm saying? So, but back then, everybody's in there, sitting there waiting. So whoever the first artist is, they either standing up or booing the shit out of you.
Did you, like, speaking of booing, did you ever experience a fucked up show? Like early on.
No.
No?
No. I'm
gonna be real. Like, I've never got like a boo, like a bad boo. I don't want to jinx myself, but I've never got like.
No, he's not your nigga. You're not getting booed.
But I've never got booed on stage.
4,000 hit records, bro. You're not getting booed. Don't worry about that.
But
I almost got booed.
You say you almost got booed?
Well, he started off with a sputter. That's
my fault. It was my fault.
Yeah, his playlist was wrong.
The song wasn't working. At radio.
And he still wanted to sing it.
Which we're working. It was the song.
It was the single.
Spent $700,000 on the video. Like, I'm dancing. I started singing this song. The girl in the front row looked at her friends and said, shit whack.
Oh shit.
Oh God.
Oh God. I still got 2 minutes left.
Nigga, and it's a DAT tape. Man. So the DAT, you can't skip the DAT.
You can't change it. You just gotta go.
Live that motherfucker out.
That's when you start thinking the most, huh?
That's when I start sweating. That's when you get cotton mouth.
Man. Now I fucked up myself on stage, like did a backflip, slipped, but I play it off, or like, you know what I'm saying, then stepped off a stage before and fell in the crowd.
That's not.
But
it's not the same.
He said
they still feel bad for you because you was just being great.
They still scream, "Oh my God, is he okay?
Oh my God, is he okay?"
I don't like.
So off the first album, you start to see what this thing is like. You start to see, you know, what fame is like, and how you gonna adjust. Did you ever have like can I do it again? Because, you know, people talk about the sophomore jinx.
I had that in the back of my head probably every day. You know what I'm saying? So like, for me, it was because the first album was like a learning experience. I wrote with writers. I didn't really write. You know, it was really how they kind of shaped what my ideas would be. The second album, it was like, okay, cool. Well, you've been right. At the song selections you picking, the choices, you know what you're doing. So, but I feel like it's like the challenge thing again. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to prove them wrong.
So you fought for that?
Yeah, like I said, I proved myself wrong with the first album. So it's like now I'm gonna prove them wrong. I could do this shit. So I had that sophomore jinx in the back of my head.